Welcome to video animation class with Sir Clement Hall. Okay, today we'll be treating on how to animate text. Last time we treated how to create text, and today we are going to add some movement, some actions to our text. Take for example, after manufacturing a car or designing a car or a bicycle and that car cannot move, what's the essence of you designing that car or manufacturing a bicycle? So there's no need of someone to purchase that to your car. So that's what we'll be talking today on, how to add action, movement to your text, to animate those texts, how they come into your slide and how they move, how they go out, how they fade in, how they move in. So that's what we'll be talking on. And if you don't know how to create a text in Videoscribe, please go to my last video and watch, or you can pause the video and go back to the last video and watch on how to create a text on Videoscribe. So let's quickly go into today's topic. I am on my Videoscribe interface, so I want to go to the working environment. I click on create a new scribe button, and here am I in the working environment. So let's quickly go to this other new text and create a text called video animation, and we click here to change the font to copper black, and we leave the color as black. Okay, let's quickly play it. I don't want it to zoom at the end. You see there is no action there is no movement in the text. So let's add a little action on it and click on it. We go to the slide. You see, once you click on this slide, it changes to blue, and this place is called the timeline. According to, as if you have watched the last video, you will see that I explain the interface, the Videoscribe interface. Click on element properties to get the properties of the text and also to animate it. Once you get to this last part, these three buttons, animate, pause, transition, that's where you can animate your text. So we'll start from the first property here called animate, and you see the default time for animate is 3.5 seconds. As you can see here, 3.5 seconds. Here also, this is to change the time. The minus button here is to reduce the time, and here is to add the time. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, let's keep it at 2 seconds, and we put a drawing hand there. Let's play it and see what will happen. You see, it is very fast when you keep it at 2 seconds. Let's go back and keep it at 10 seconds. Let's see what will happen. 10 seconds, then you click OK and play it. You see, it is very slow. It's going to use exactly 10 seconds to complete this write-up. Okay, let's close it, and that's for the animation. Okay, we are done with the animate button. So let's move to pause button. Now the pause button, it works when you have two texts. For example, in between two texts or two slides, we want this first slide to wait for some amount of seconds or minutes before the second slide shows up. That's when it works. So let's introduce another text into our canvas. Okay, let's introduce something like say Clement up and give it a font. Let's change the font to font and change the color to okay, and click OK. Let's move it down. Yeah, as you can see, when you check your timeline, you will see two slides here, the first slide and the second slide. You increase the size of say Clement up, and let's carry the video animation up. So we have two texts on our canvas. So let's go and see how it works, how the pause button works. Okay, let's increase it to 2 seconds for the pause button and click OK. Now video animation is going to use 2 seconds for the Sir Clement to show up. That's Sir Clement. Now why this video animation went up when it was playing it? Because we did not lock the camera. For example, when you are done setting the position, if you want your text to be up or down or in the center, wherever you want to place your text or whatever you are placing, or your images or your SVG, whatever you are placing on the canvas, make sure you lock the camera. Here's the camera. Make sure you click on the text or the images and lock the camera. You say set camera to current position, and you click on the set camera position. You see it changes to blue. Now you have set this camera position. The text will not move to another position, it will be there. And if we want this Clement to be here, and we also click the camera, we also lock it. Click on the camera position. If you want to cancel it, we don't want the position to be there, you can also click on this and cancel the camera. If you want to move it up or down, you know where you want to set it or wherever you want to set. You can also use this button to bring your text down. If you forgot to position it, you use this one to go to the right. Use this other button to go to the left. You go up, you go down if you don't want to use your mouse. So that's how it works. So let's lock the camera and go and play it and see. So it's going to use exactly 2 seconds for it. You see, it will not leave the position where it has been set. Okay, so let's go and increase the pause. Let's increase the pause to, let me say, 7.5 seconds, and let's play it. You see, it's going to wait for 7.5 seconds before Clement Hub shows up. So that's the meaning of the pause button. Quickly go to the last one, which is transition. When we talk about transition, the transition is when a slide or a text or a slide moves. The slide is going to wait to move for another slide to come in. It's different from the pause because the text is still going to appear. That's for the pause button. But for transition, the text is going to move from that canvas. It's going to move from the camera position. But for the pause, the text or the images are going to remain in the same canvas, but for the transition, move from the canvas. So that's the difference between pause and animate. Okay, let's reduce the pause to 0.5 and increase the transition to 2 seconds and click OK. Okay, for the transition to work, you have to move this text to another canvas for it to work. Only works when they are separated. And let's move the Clement to another canvas. Let's move it here and keep it here, and let's close the camera position and lock it here. Remember, we have already set the position. Let's play it. You see, it moves. It usually took 2 seconds to move from that place, and that's it. The transition only works, 2 of them are not in the same canvas. That's when the transition works. And also, if you want it to delay, let me say 7 seconds, and let's play it as video animation. It's going to use 7 seconds for it to move out of that place for Clement Hub to come in. So that's it. And remember, if you play this one, it's going to play from the start. If we press this button, it's going to play from video animation from the first slide. But if we click this one, it's going to play at the current slide that you are there. If you click on this button, it's going to play from the current element. Like the current element that I'm clicking here is Clement. It's going to play from this one, not from the first slide. So that's the difference between the button. So that's how you animate your text. So the next class, we are going to change the canvas color. We have been using white for the first 2 classes since it is called whiteboard, and so many people, the name is derived because of the canvas color that is white. So we are going to see how we can change the background color to whatever that we need. See you next time. If you have any other question, you can drop at the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.